Oke, langsung aja ya. Story again. Story. Banyak banget ya. Besok gua langsung ini dah. Langsung apa sih namanya? Nguli. Masih banyak ini yang biru-biru. Nggak terlalu banyak sih. Tapi lumayan. Ada musim panas 1, musim panas 2, musim panas 5, 10, 12. Ngomong sama Bella. Kemarin.
Wise, you're finally back.
Hah? What happened?
Huh? Belle, what's wrong? Why do you look so tense?
How could I not be? You suddenly lost contact with Fairy down at the bottom of the Retroflux zone. If Remiel hadn't used your phone to let me know you were safe, I was about to grab Billy and Cecilia and come looking for you.
Remi yang
Sorry.
kabarin.
That's my
Dia tahu
fault.
jadi.
I should have let you know. Wait, how did Remiel know my phone password? Did she learn it back then?
So,
Kan dia
what
punya
exactly happened
ingatannya
after you
si
lost
ini,
contact with
Wise.
Fairy and me? You shared each other's memories. Can our ocular implants really do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever happened before. But Remiel said she saw something similar when she pulled Thaumiel out of me. I think Thaumiel and my ocular implants must have had some kind of weird reaction.
Thaumiel benar-benar kuat banget berarti ya.
A resonance.
Si Sia,
Both
S.
times
Billy,
Thaumiel was there.
si
But you spent quite some time
Romeo
with
kalah
Remiel
semua, Cok.
before, and nothing like that happened, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like there has to be something else besides the ocular implants and Thaumiel.
How about we go ask Lady Dracaena the night after tomorrow? She's overseeing our treatment, so she may know more about this.
Lusa malam.
The night after tomorrow?
The night
Why
after
then?
tomorrow.
Lady Dracaena will be hosting a welcome banquet for the guests at the CCD reception hall. We received invitations as well.
Lady
Good.
Dracaena's hosting it herself? Does that mean the CCD's singularity leakage issue has already been resolved?
Most likely. Otherwise, she wouldn't have scheduled it. I heard that there's another welcome banquet happening in Virion at the same
Singularity
time.
leakage.
Lady Linvern and the ESD are hosting it for guests who still haven't been cleared to land in Buastrom. When I went out this afternoon, I ran into Valina and Norma. It looked like they were already heading to Virium to make preparations.
Tamu yang tertahan Verum.
So there are still guests stuck in Virium. Do you think that person who looked like Sir Pico could really have been...
No, Wise. There's no way that was Sir Pico. You know he already...
Yeah.
Wise, I get it. Seeing Truvia again was bound to bring back a lot of memories. But that's all in the past now. Sir Pico, Helios Academy, they're gone.
Lu aja berdua aja selamat.
Belle,
Kenapa
why
Sir
do you
Pico
look even
enggak?
more upset than I do? Anyway, let's leave the past where it belongs for the night. We should both get some sleep. We worked hard to get our schedule back on track. You wouldn't want to ruin it now.
Yeah, you too. Don't stay up late. And no scrolling under the covers. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Maybe I should take another look at the data from the Retroflux zone before I call it a night. If I'm lucky, I might find something that tells me who the culprit really is.
Larut malam.
Your light's still on. Still working?
Tidur.
I told him to go to bed early, and here we are. Huh? These scattered papers here are...
Notice, these are drafts Master used to analyze the culprit's intentions. Additional notice, Master has been asleep for approximately 30 minutes. Deep sleep is highly probable. Suggestion. Second Assistant, please refrain from any action that may wake Master.
I know, Fairy. He needs some good rest. I'll handle it from here. That's what the second assistant is for.
Negative. Correction. Second Assistant will complete it under Supreme Assistant's direction.
Siap.
All right. I'm counting on you then, first assistant. Fairy, give me a quick summary of everything we've established so far.
Understood. Displaying all current findings and analysis for Second Assistant. Finding 1. The culprit's victims share no common traits. Their identities are of limited use for further deduction. Finding 2. Whenever the culprit implanted potent ether into each bamboo victim, he also set a specific activation time and activation location.
So for the culprit, what matters was the time and location, not the victim's identities.
Affirmative. Based on current information, the most meaningful data is the time and location of each singularity leakage.
Fairy, can you pull up Airspace Patrol's recent records? Start from when singularity leakages began appearing frequently. I want to see when and where each occurred.
Understood. Accessing Airspace Patrol's internal network.
Wait, Fairy, why are you hacking into Airspace Patrol's intranet? How do we even explain this if they catch us? Just stick to the public records?
Too late, Second Assistant. Intrusion and search processes complete.
Cepet banget.
A complete schematic has been generated for Second Assistant, with all singularity leakage times and locations marked.
So these circles mark where each singularity leakage appeared, right? The energy hub, the retroflex zone, the CCD. Looking at the map, they appear to be randomly scattered around Buastrum. Oh, right. I remember now. Even after a singularity leakage disappears, there's still a window where it can be reactivated.
Affirmative. Such events exist in archived records.
Fairy, could you mark the locations of these reactivated singularity leakages as well?
Understood. Corresponding locations have been added to the map for Second Assistant.
The positions changed a lot. No wonder Lady Dracaena spent so long dealing with the CCD singularity leakage problem. Huh? Fairy, what's the significance of these overlapping areas?
Answer. These indicate multiple singularity leakages occurring in close proximity, both in time and location. Analysis. Under these conditions, multiple singularity leakages interact, causing the affected area in real space to expand accordingly.
So what you're saying is, multiple singularity leakages that appear at the same time and place can overlap? Wait, does that mean... Fairy, can you reorganize this data again? I want to pinpoint when and where these singularity leakages came closest to overlapping.
Understood. Generating new analysis results for Second Assistant.
Jadi lurus.
This has to be it!
How long was I out?
Terlalu ribet anjir, gue gak ngerti semuanya. Gak banyak yang gue baca. Yeah. What are you doing here?
That's not important. Look at this. Fairy and I found out why the culprit is creating these singularity leakages.
What is this?
This is the location of the singularity leakage the culprit created last week, 3 days after we rescued Toby. Each of these singularity leakages overlaps with the others, and the affected area stretches from the edge of Scommel Hollow all the way to Buastrum's main urban district.
So, the culprit could use this method to move something from Scommel Hollow to Buastrum. Wait, it couldn't be. Gertablulu?
Yeah, I think so too. The culprit's real objective is likely to move Gertablulu into Buastrum's urban district. When you encountered it before, it already showed a clear tendency to be attracted to singularity leakages.
Okay, but what happens after that? Once Gertablulu is moved into Buastrum's urban district, then what? Besides, if it's really inside the singularity leakages in Buastrom right now, why hasn't anyone found it?
Looks like we'll have to follow the trail of the singularity leakages and investigate on site.
I think so too.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Once it's daylight, Billy, Cecilia, and I will head to the energy hub. Maybe we can follow whatever traces are left and
Pilih
find a
sisi
new lead.
lagi ya, boleh. Semuanya di PS.
I slept pretty badly last night. Oh well. I should head downstairs and find Billy and the others first.
Wise! There you are! Belle already told us everything.
Now that's our manager! You found a clue on the culprit in no time at all!
Next.
Alright, time to investigate the site. We'll head to the energy hub and trace the singularity leakages as they appear, until we locate either the culprit or Gerta Blulu.
Right. Fairy and I will stay here and back you up remotely, just like before. Wise, if you run into the culprit or Gerta Blulu, don't do anything reckless, okay? Your safety comes first.
Don't worry, Belle. I promise I'll be extra careful.
We'll protect the manager too!
Yeah, don't worry, Belle. If anything goes wrong, I'll grab Wise and make a run for it. Oh, sorry, Billy, you're on your own, buddy.
No problem! A Starlight Knight
Iyalah.
always protects their companions until their dying breath!
Dia punya motor sendiri, Cok.
Come on, don't say stuff like that. It's bad luck. Anyway, it's getting late. Let's go. Wise, we're here. Stay sharp, and if things go south, just run. Huh? Where are we? Did we end up back in Buastrom?
It looks like... an office?
Aku pernah melihat tempat ini sebelumnya.
This place feels really familiar. Wait, isn't this Lady Dracina's office? Valina brought me here before.
Huh? Lady Dracina's office? So Gerta Blulu came all the way here just to walk straight into a trap? But Lady Dracina never mentioned anything like that.
Aneh.
Strange. We expected the trail of singularity leakages to lead into Buastrom, but why would it end at Lady Dracina's office?
Hmm? Wait! Footsteps outside! Hide! Now!
Sebelum sempat sembunyi.
You startled me. What are you all doing here? Well, actually, Wise, you explain.
Okay.
I see. A path formed by singularity leakages? I really hadn't considered that possibility before. If your speculation is correct, then Gerta Blulu is most likely hiding among the singularity leakages in Buastrom right now. And if that's the case, then it all makes sense.
Do you have a clue?
Lady Dracina, do you have any other clues?
Well, you see, a few nights ago, a small singularity leakage appeared near my office. Considering that, together with your deductions, the target of both the culprit and Gerta Blulu is most likely... Wise, could I ask these two to step outside for a moment? After all, their identities...
It's all right, Lady Dracina. We're all friends here. It shouldn't be an issue.
I understand, but this concerns Rose Califer's highest level secrets. The fewer people who know, the better. Especially considering who these two are. A new Eridu public security officer and, an unemployed freeloader.
Play freeloader.
An unemployed freeloader is a little harsh, Lady Dracina.
Oh, I get it. It's the kind of top secret stuff where knowing too much means trouble, right? Maybe even getting silenced permanently. Yeah, more or less.
More or
It's a
less.
bit complicated, so Wise and I will need some time to talk. Cecilia and Billy, you can return to Amber Hall and rest. Once we're done, someone will escort Wise back to you.
Right away, no problem, Lady Dracena. Me and this robot vacuum will disappear right now. We already stopped listening.
Something not right.
Something feels off. Why am I treated differently from Cecilia and Billy? Is it something about my identity? Why would Lady Dracena send them away like that?
Iya,
Should
anjir
I
kasar
call them
banget.
back here?
Jangan-jangan mau diculik lagi.
What is it, Wise? Something on your mind?
It's nothing, Lady Dracena.
Come here, Wise. I'll tell you what happened that night. That night, I had just returned to my office when I sensed an unusually strong ether presence in the air. The source seems to be somewhere around here.
Now that you mention it, there still is a faint trace of ether in this room.
Aside from the residual ether, these documents were scattered across the floor at the time.
Lady Dracena, are these documents connected to the incident?
Compare them with what you have found. Once you read them, you will understand.
CCD facility
Wah,
renovation
benar ini,
plans,
Mas.
personnel transfer records, Rosetta Data daily reports. They don't seem to have much in common. What's going on? My eyes just... Wait. That ethereal broke in several days ago. So why is there still ether residue? And the ether isn't coming from in front of me. It feels more like...
Behind you. Bisa nyamar.
I knew it. You're not Lady Dracena.
Iya, bisa nyamar.
What exactly are you?
Lady Dracena. I'm Truvia from High Ambitions Corp. I'm here for our appointment.
Truvia, run!
Wah, langsung mati, Cok.
Truvia. No. No. Move now.
Baru ketemu lagi.
Lady Dracena, are you unharmed? We received word that something inside the CCD... Is that... Miss Truvia? How did this...
Secret? Oh, thank goodness, just in time. Hurry, help me stop the bleeding.
Yes, Lady Dracena.
This is my fault. I shouldn't have left her here alone with Wise.
Wise? Lady Dracena, forgive my boldness. But do you mean... Mr. Wise gravely wounded Miss Truvia?
Yes, that's what happened.
Waduh.
What I mean is, I never realized there was such a deep animosity between Wise and Truvia. But I believe Wise must have acted on impulse. He would never do this otherwise. In any case, our first priority is to find Wise and get to the bottom of this. He just fled. Lindvern isn't here, so can I count on you to handle this, Secret? Secret, is something troubling you?
My apologies, Lady Dracena. I will find Wise at once and bring him back to you.
Good. I'll leave that to you, Secret. And about tonight? Keep it quiet for now. We don't want our guests who've just arrived to feel any unnecessary panic.
Yes, Lady Dracena.
Go, Secret. Go fulfill your duty.
Maksudnya apa itu ya?
Find him. Arrest him. And then bring him back to me.
Berarti yang asli kemana mereka?
Why did you pull me away? Truvia. She was right there. Why wouldn't you let me save her?
Because she's beyond saving. Her wounds were clearly fatal. There was no way to save her. And that thing that appeared like Sunbringer, we cannot face it on our own.
Powerful Pyrois?
Supposed to be powerful, Pyrois. So why? Why didn't you use that power to save her?
Are you sure? Do you really want to see the rest of Rose Galifer buried alongside your old classmates? Acting on impulse won't save her, and it won't help you either. Take some time to clear your head in the rain before that thing finds you. And then go do what only you can do. What you have to do.
Something only I can do. But right now, I can't do anything.
Emang bolongannya tadi gede banget sih. Tapi masih bisa selamat gitu si Truvia.
How did you end up like this?
Remiel, why are you here?
The airspace patrol alarms have been going off non-stop. So I had to check, didn't I? They could be looking for their fugitive. So, how did you manage to end up in such a mess? All right. If you don't want to talk, fine. But don't stand out here in the rain, okay? You'll catch a cold. And if you don't want to go home... Oh, right. Amber Hall's already surrounded by the airspace patrol. Going back now would be walking straight into a trap. In that case, why not come to my place for a while? At least I can give you somewhere to sleep. If you don't answer, then I'll take your silence as a yes.
Terus gimana tuh si Belle? Pasti dikepung kan? Rasanya mau di-assassinate ya si Dris ini.
Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. If you've got the strength, it's your turn.
Lag banget ya. Nggak tahu kenapa nih. Wait, biar gua reload aja. Lagi di tengah-tengah aja. Story padahal. Enya wata. Yang buat Bengbu katanya si ini ya, si Sunbringer ya. Nah, nggak ada yang terlewat kan?
Here's a towel. You should dry yourself off. If you've got the strength, you can take a hot shower too. There's a makeshift bathroom over there. The Bangbu built it for me. Okay, fine. If you don't want to move, I'll dry you off myself.
Jadi keringin.
Why did you bring me here?
Hey, shouldn't you thank me first, Mr. Soaked to the Bone?
Thanks, Remiel.
Since when did you become so obedient? That isn't like you at all. If you really want to show your thanks, here, it's your turn.
Apa dikeringin juga sambil berbicara Remi yang menyerahkan tanduk. For what?
My turn. To do what?
Your turn to dry my wings for me, of course. There are spots I can't reach on my own. Hey, what's with that look? I've already dried you off. Now it's your turn to return the favor.
Remi ya, aneh bet.
Alright.
Alright. Sayap tyrant.
Wise, I've never liked rainy days. The rain always leaves my wings soaked and heavy. Shake as I might, I can never quite dry them. The same goes for taking a shower, though at least I can manage to keep my wings from getting too wet.
Wet wings must feel really uncomfortable, huh?
Yes, honestly, it's miserable and such a hassle to manage. A hairdryer is useless. Too hot and I start shedding. Too cold and I catch a chill. But I can't just wait for them to air dry. It takes forever, and I'm way too impatient for that. Besides, it leaves this strange smell that I can never wash out. So, the best solution is a slow towel dry like this. But with wings this large, there are always spots I can't reach. Before, if I got caught in the rain, I'd sneak onto Belly's bed and roll around, drying my wings on her sheets.
Huh? Wait. Why would you crawl into someone else's bed? Wouldn't that make her upset?
It was fine as long as I didn't get caught. Though, of course, whenever Belly did notice me, she was absolutely furious. And no matter how angry she was, in the end, she'd always do just what you're doing now. Slowly drying the spots that were still damp.
Ribet ya
Wise,
punya sayap kayak
do
Remi
you
ya.
know what New Eridu's records say about what became of Belly and me?
I remember something about an operation called the Day of Silence. You and Colonel Vike were involved in an accident, and then both died in the line of duty.
Yes, died in the line of duty. Such a noble, dignified phrase. Though, in a sense, it isn't entirely wrong. After all, for us Void Hunters, our first and only duty was to suppress the Karma Core inside our weapons.
The Karma Core inside the Void Hunter's weapons?
That's right. Remember the Enchainer I mentioned before? What truly sets them apart from ordinary ethereals is a special core known as a Karma Core, found only within an Enchainer. According to RK, a Karma Core differs from an ordinary Ether Core. It doesn't form naturally. It is something made directly by the Creator. The Creator made the Karma Cores, a power capable of rewriting the laws within Hollows, and used them as the cores to create the Enchainers of the Great Hollows. That's the gist of it, at least. Back then, after a long and bitter struggle, we finally were able to bring down one of the Enchainers. But the Karma Core itself could not be destroyed. RK and Sunbringer, they wanted to eliminate the threat posed by the Karma Core once and for all, while allowing humanity to harness the power within it. In the end, they found a way to seal the Karma Core within Porceloy. And from that, they forged the Void Hunter weapons.
So, the power inside Void Hunter weapons ultimately comes from the Creator?
Yes, which is exactly why there are so many side effects. At the time, we were naive enough to believe that if we could truly master that power, humanity might finally overcome the Hollows once and for all. So, when RK and Sunbringer proposed the plan, we never doubted it for a moment.
Lady Sunbringer and Professor RK's plan?
Yes. Project Sunseeker. I'll never forget that accursed name for as long as I live. Simply put, it was an experiment that used vast quantities of porcelloi as a medium to partially fuse us Void Hunters with the Karma Core sealed within our weapons.
They fused you with a Karma Core. Then that would mean...
It meant we'd become artificial enchainers. No more enduring the costs of wielding Void Hunter weapons, and perhaps even achieving a stronger form to defend New Eridu. Looking back, I can hardly believe I fell for Arke's lies so easily.
So, it was in that experiment when you and Colonel Vike...
Yes. Belly and I were the final participants. Or rather, the final test subjects. Looking back, I wonder if Belly already knew the truth behind Arke and Sunbringer's plan. Otherwise, she probably wouldn't have insisted on coming along. She's never been one to enjoy the spotlight. If only I'd realized what she was thinking sooner.
Remiel.
Arke was extremely meticulous, always laying out careful, detailed plans. So, I can't say if the Karma Core losing control during the experiment was truly an accident, or if it was his cleverly disguised plan all along. But whatever the truth, it ended with the Karma Core spiraling out of control and Belly becoming a new enchainer.
Wah, anjir.
As for me, I partially fused with the Karma Core inside Thamiel, becoming what I am now. A monster. Half human, half enchainer. Maybe, deep down, I'm just not ready to give up my life so easily. In the final moment, Thamiel's power of controlling temporal patterns froze me in a state of near suspended animation. I didn't fully awaken from the seal in Persena's Hollow until about a year ago.
The power of temporal patterns.
Right. Remember my feathers? The ones that can pin you in place. That's an example. The Karma Core sealed within Thamiel holds the power to halt the flow of time. And because I partially fused with the Karma Core, even without Thamiel, I can replicate a similar effect on a smaller scale. But that little bit of power isn't nearly enough to take on those 3 Sunbringers. That's why I had to reclaim Thamiel. Even if it accelerates my path to becoming an enchainer, I still have to... Never mind. Enough about me.
Nggak
I'm
dilanjutin
not
ceritanya.
even telling you all of this. Still, now that I've told you so much... It's your turn.
My turn again.
Huh? My turn again? For what exactly?
To tell me your story, of course. Let's call it another round of our little Q&A game. You didn't actually ask, but I had a feeling you'd want to know. So I went ahead and answered anyway. Now, it's your turn.
I wasn't actually going to ask you anything. You simply started explaining it on your own.
Fair enough. But once you say certain things out loud, they don't weigh on you quite as much anymore. Or perhaps you'd like a little help getting started? Let me think.
Serpico and Truvia. They transferred to Helios not long after Belle and I started there. They came from a prominent background. they were the adopted children of Masiant, the head of High Ambitions Corp. They were exceptional students as well, so it didn't take long for them to become some of the Academy's most talked about students. We were all studying under Miss Carroll at the time, and before long, we became close friends. Back then, we all had ambitious plans for the future, understanding the Hollows, perhaps even conquering the 6 Great Hollows. In our teacher's words, we were meant to seize the sun called Helios. Later, the 4 of us who ranked at the top became the only 4 people ever to have smart ocular implants. Then, during a performance test for the implants, I lost control. Sir Pico. He died because of me. When I finally woke up in the hospital, I learned that Truvia had been taken away by people from High Ambitions Corp the day after the incident. The next time I saw her was during the fall of the old capital. She was with one of High Ambition's rescue teams. To be honest, I never imagined we'd meet again like that. Belle and I were seriously injured, but we still wanted to go back. Back to the ruins of Helios, to save as many people as we could. We begged Truvia for High Ambition's help. We promised we'd guide them through the Hollows, that we'd do whatever it took. But she turned us down without hesitation. I can't really remember what happened after that. But on that day at Helios, no one made it out alive except Belle and me. Then in Ros Califer, I met Truvia again. We talked about the past, but the way she spoke about it felt as though she were talking about someone else's life. I didn't know how to face her. And ever since then, no matter what I do, I can't shake the feeling that I'm being watched. That gaze. I don't know whether it was Truvia's or Sir Pico's, or...
Perhaps it was your own. The you from the past. The one who kept thinking, if only I'd done something sooner. The one who never managed to forgive themselves. Making peace with the past isn't easy. And sometimes, you don't get the chance at all.
Yeah. There won't be another chance. Truvia. She was killed by Dracena. By that thing pretending to be Dracena.
Something pretending to be Dracena. Wise, what exactly happened before I found you? Will you tell me? I see. So that means Dracena, the youngest of the Sunbringers, had already... No. Judging from the timeline and the outcome, perhaps not yet.
What's happening outside?
I'm not sure. Let's go find out. All right.
Anjir.
Sit anywhere you like. Just, not the bed. Wet bedding is such a pain to deal with.
Ini masih yang tadi.
Forgive me, but I cannot obey. I am afraid I cannot comply. I know Mr. Wise is here, and I have come to take him back. Please do not stand in the way of my duty.
Secret. She won't be easy to fool. Wise, hide for now. I'll think of something. Wise? What are you doing?
Disamperin sama si Wise. Secret, I'm here.
There's no need to pressure them. I'm right here.
Thank you for your understanding and cooperation, Mr. Wise.
But... I'm sorry. I can't go back with you.
Well, Since Wise has already stepped out into the open, I suppose there's little point in my remaining hidden. This would be our first proper face-to-face meeting, would it not, Deputy Director of Airspace Patrol?
Remi L. Now that is an unexpected development. Mr. Wise, Lady Dracaena has ordered a search for you. But our only aim is to uncover the truth of what happened inside the CCD. So please, come back with me.
Tanya dulu keadaan Truvia,
As for
anjir.
this fugitive wanted for the attempted assassination of Lady Eldrada,
Just so we're clear, if you decide to make a move here, you'll be the only one who dies.
how can you be so sure before you actually try?
I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I am a fugitive after all. Hardly a saint to begin with. But are you really willing to die like this? As a puppet controlled by that monster without ever learning the truth?
Then speak plainly. I have no patience for riddles.
Very well. You really do take all the fun out of it, don't you? Then I'll tell you outright. The Sunbringer inside the CCD was Berpetualang in disguise.
What did you say?
Baru sadar si Wise
I
emang.
expected that reaction from Sigrid, but you too, Wise? I thought you'd figured it out already.
Gimana bisa begitu? Kan udah ditunjukin tangannya, anjir.
I know that definitely wasn't Lady Dracaena, but Berpetualang? How is that even possible?
That is quite a story you've come up with, Remi L.
Oh? I was expecting something more along the lines of, "How dare you slander Lady Dracaena?" followed by you charging straight at me with your spear. I was quite prepared for that. Or could it be you've suspected all along that the Sunbringer at the CCD might not be the real one?
What makes you
Udah
so
tahu dia.
certain that it was Berpetualang?
Intuition, perhaps? Of course, there was also my trust in Wise, and a little reasoning. According to Wise's account, they followed the trail of singularity leakage through the energy hub, yet somehow ended up in Dracena's office. Then the false Dracaena showed up, sent Billy and Cecilia away, began mutating into an ethereal, and attempted to silence Wise for good. That's when Truvia arrived. She saw through the imposter's disguise too, and became her first target. After that, Sigrid, Dracaena ordered you to bring Wise back to the CCD and uncover the truth. Have I got that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Secret. I understand why you'd find it hard to believe, but this is what I saw with my own eyes.
I did receive orders from Lady Dracaena. But what does that prove?
Let's put it this way, Secret. Before you arrived, based solely on Wise's description, I assumed Lady Dracena's karma core had gone out of control and turned her into an enchainer. But from what we've seen before, if that were the case, there is no way she could have retained her human consciousness, much less continued issuing orders to you. With that possibility ruled out, and considering Wise's discovery of the singularity leakages, along with the recent appearance of multiple enchainer larvae, it is entirely possible that either Berpetualang or Bashmu entered the CCD through the singularity leakage, and, through the karma core, became partially fused with Dracaena.
How could that even be possible?
It seems you have at least a basic understanding of enchainers and karma cores. Good. That saves me a fair bit of explanation. I can't say how Sunbringer managed it, but the most likely explanation is that she divided her karma core into 3 parts and entrusted them to the 3 ladies we see today. That would also explain why Gertablulu and Bashmu appeared at roughly the same time. Then again, there may be a third enchainer larva out there that we simply haven't discovered yet. As for why I don't think it was Bashmu, well, that's the easy part. Bashmu is enormous. Had it appeared in Buastrum, it couldn't possibly have gone unnoticed. So, either it was Gertablulu or a third enchainer larva we haven't discovered yet. It attacked Lady Dracena, and it succeeded. Just not completely. Otherwise, there would have been no reason to keep impersonating her. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like, two people fighting over the same controller. Dracena's consciousness and Gertablulu's consciousness coexist in the same body, competing for control of both the body and the Karma Core. Judging by the current situation, it seems Gertablulu has the upper hand.
That is still nothing more than speculation. And if Mr. Wise deceived you, then none of your conclusions would hold.
It's true. I have no way of proving that I wasn't lying.
It's all right, Wise. I believe you. And I believe everything you've told me.
Anjay.
Remember the rules of our little Q&A game. You don't have to tell the whole truth, but no one is allowed to lie. And besides, Sigrid, you've heard us out this much already. I'd say that means there's still room for us to talk. Wouldn't you agree?
What is it you want to talk about?
Why, how to get that poor little Sunbringer out of her current predicament, of course. So, interested? There's too many eyes out here. We should speak inside.
Waduh, di kamar dia lagi ya.
The retroflux zone.
Ngapain anjir?
I never would have thought you would be hiding here.
Oh?
I never expected the Airspace Patrol surveillance network to have such a glaring blind spot.
Would you call it that? Before all this, I wouldn't have believed anyone would willingly live in the sewers with a whole colony of Bangbu either.
I was pretty shocked when I first got here too.
All right, let's save the small talk for later. Let's discuss how we're going to deal with Gertablulu. Or rather, what to do about Dracena. First of all, the enemy has already taken control of the CCD. That effectively gives it access to Roskalifer's communications network as well. In other words, we can't communicate with anyone through electronic means right now. If we do, it'll notice us almost immediately.
Lady Dracena did give orders to keep a close watch on any unusual communication signals within the island.
See? The enemy is already starting to show the cloven hoof. No offense to horse tyrants, of course.
Go on.
Horse tyrant.
Dealing with it wouldn't actually be difficult. The real problem is how to do it quietly. Even I can't be sure I could bring it down in a single strike. None of us knows how deeply it has fused with the Karma Core. If we act rashly, worst case, everyone in Roskalifer ends up witnessing Lady Dracena turn into an ethereal. And by then, even if we manage to save Dracena, to Roskalifer, all we've really done is save a monster that could turn into an ethereal at any moment.
I never thought you cared about Roskalifer's order and stability.
Why wouldn't I? This is the utopia my friend built with her own hands.
Untuk menjaga si penipu tetap terkendali dan pastikan orang lain tidak tahu.
Remiel's right. We need a way to keep the imposter contained without drawing any attention. Sneaking back into the CCD again probably won't work. Even if Sigrid helped us and cleared out all the guards, the imposter would notice the moment she did anything out of the ordinary. Unless we could somehow lure the imposter out of the CCD and into somewhere isolated. Somewhere no one would notice. Wait.
I know.
Remiel, Sigrid, I know how we can deal with the imposter without drawing anyone's attention.
Oh?
Please, go on.
Tomorrow evening, the CCD will be holding a welcoming banquet for the island's guests in its reception hall. Lady Dracaena is scheduled to
Ya,
host it
mereka nggak
herself,
penasaran sama
which
keadaannya
means
si
she'll have to
Truvia ya?
appear in person.
Apa udah
That
benar-benar
does sound
gone deh?
promising. We could go in as guests instead of forcing our way into the CCD. That would save us a great deal of trouble.
But, Mr. Wise, with so many guests around, how do you plan to stay unnoticed?
Oh, pakai kebocoran
What if
singularity.
a singularity leakage were to appear at the exact moment the imposter makes an appearance? Or rather, a passage formed by multiple singularity leakages. That's how it was transferred to Buastrom in the first place. So naturally, we can use the same method to send it back. And if there are no airspace patrol soldiers near the hollow at the time, then it shouldn't attract any attention, right?
I am starting to lose track of what you mean, Mr. Wise. How are you going to make a singularity leakage appear in the CCD reception hall at that exact time?
Yesterday, Remiel and I found the culprit's crime scene at the bottom of the retroflux zone. We also figured out how those singularity leakages are being created. I think I can make something similar. As long as we keep it under control, nobody at the banquet should be in any danger.
Fighting fire with fire, are we?
Yeah. As long as we have stable hollow observation data to run the calculations. Oh, wait. No. I don't have the HDD with me. And I can't contact Bell or Ferry either. So, how am I supposed to get stable hollow observation data?
Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong, Wise.
If you are concerned about obtaining stable hollow observation data, while I am not an expert in that field, I should still be able to offer some assistance. There's a derelict area known as Rosewick within the Scommel Hollow. During patrols, we discovered equipment there that is similar to what the CCD uses to process Rosetta data. However, due to their excessive size, they were left abandoned on site and never retrieved.
If the equipment is still operational, we should be able to make use of it. But without data boot to handle the calculations, that would probably take... Oh, the Enna Gang's Bangbu. Most of the Enna Gang's Bangbu used to be CCD data boo. If they're willing to help us.
Don't you remember, Wise? In their eyes, those 3 Sunbringers are all imposters. Anyway, leave this to me. At the very least, Prophet Boo should be willing to do me this favor. That leaves one final question. How are we supposed to get into Scommel Hollow without tipping off the imposter?
Why are you both suddenly looking at me like that?
Oh, nothing. I simply thought a certain airspace patrol deputy director might be able to get us into Scommel Hollow.
At first light tomorrow, I will return here and find a way to get you to Rosewick. I can also pretend I never saw you tonight. That is all the assistance I can offer. And if I discover that everything you have told me is false, I will personally answer for tonight's decision, whatever the cost.
Sure.
Before I leave, there is one final matter I would like to confirm with you, Remiel.
Mm-hmm.
You once attempted to assassinate Lady
Ya, pasti itu yang
Eldrada. Why then
itu yang
are you
ditanyain.
going to such lengths to save Lady Dracaena?
Because none of them are the Sunbringer I'm looking for. To me, they're no different from this city in the sky. They're all gifts Sunbringer left behind for the world. I simply don't want to stand by and watch the things my friend cherished be destroyed by monsters from who knows where.
Oh, speechless deh. Dapat 30. Ya not bad lah. Bisa di sofa. Terus ngomong sama dia buat apa? Di sini dia ada ranjang remil. Kecil amat, dia punya sayap segede. Cukup deh. Papan taktik. Mesin arcade yang tidak digunakan. Oh itu buat si remil pakai. Gak pernah gue review ya kamar dia ya. Terus langsung di anjay, lantai berapa nih? Menatap ke bulan. Terus ada ini lagi. Ada kapal terbang. Ya not bad lah. Walaupun banyak pipa sama tangki. Not bad, not bad. Apa nih? Sofa. Ini sofa. Cuma box anjir, tidur di situ sakit cok. Dia ngomong lagi sama Remi buat apa? Oh, berbicara lagi dengan Remi sebelum tidur. Bukan itu yang maksudku. Menggunakan akun parah. Email katanya sih udah biasa ya pakai Tomil jatuhnya itu, jadi sama nggak bakalan berubah lagi, nggak bakalan berubah jadi ini, maksudnya jadi monster.
Oh, Seeger's here so early. I'd better go take a look.
Good morning. I have secured a carrot for the Rosewick area. As promised, I will escort you there.
How do you intend to get us there? Surely not under the pretense of transporting newly captured fugitives.
Of course not. I brought this.
That hesitation was very telling. She really did consider taking us there as prisoners.
So, what's inside?
Costumes and props. They should allow you to accompany me openly into
Jadi pikirin sama dia buat jadi
I see.
penangkapan.
Airspace patrol uniforms. Not a bad idea.
Secret memang bisa diandalkan.
Right. If we're disguised as airspace patrol soldiers and accompany you in the hollow, this should work. Thank you, Secret.
Yes. That is the plan. In any case, please hurry and change. Time is short. We must depart as soon as possible.
Hey, look. What's that?
Kostumnya begini banget anjir.
There are two Mr. Roars!
Is something the matter? Why have you fallen silent? Is the size incorrect?
It's, not just the size. Though the size is certainly part of the problem. Secret, are you serious? You expect this to fool the airspace patrol soldiers?
Yes. I believe it should serve well enough.
Ntar semuanya nanya anjir.
No. There's no serving here. The deputy director of the airspace patrol traveling with Mr. Roar. Two Mr. Roars, no less. Is there anything in Rose Caleb
Two
more
Mr. Roar.
suspicious than that?
Dia pasti punya alasannya sendiri.
Remiel, calm down. I'm sure Sigrid has her reasons for this.
In truth, it was already rather late by the time I returned yesterday, and I had no time to prepare. As
Terus
luck would have it, one of our squad members found a Mr. Roar mascot suit near Beckford Street during yesterday's routine patrol, so I brought it with me.
di sekitar Beckford Street. Jangan bilang itu kemarin lusa.
Beckford Street. Remiel, is this the one you left there the day before yesterday?
Oh? So you are fond of Mr. Roar too, Remiel?
I am not.
I am not.
Arrive at that conclusion. Wait. There are 2 mascot suits here. Don't tell me.
The other one is mine.
Anjir.
In any case, once we enter the outpost, I ask that you both cooperate and play your parts as Mr. Roar properly. Do not do anything that would reveal your identities.
Oke, Rar.
Understood, Deputy Director Sigrid. From now on, we're the Roar twins.
You seem rather pleased with yourself.
Stay in character, Remiel. Every sentence Mr. Roar says must end with "Rawr."
Understood, Deputy Director Sigrid. Roar!
Very well. Since you are both
Ada aja.
let us move out.
Oh, pakai Sigrid sekarang. Sigrid belum ini loh,
I never
belum
thought I'd be putting this outfit on a second time.
Asalnya
Looked to me like you were enjoying yourself last time.
belum
You two, do not forget to add "Rawr" to the end of your sentences.
rilis anjir, bisa dipakai ya. Menarik. Matanya emang terlalu ketutup apa gimana ya? Kayak mau ngeliat ke atas. Nah,
Good morning, Lady Sigrid. Up and about early as always, huh?
who are them?
They are?
Who they are?
Mr. Roar.
Mr. Rars.
I know it's Mr. Roar, but, why plural?
Obviously, Mr. Roar has a twin.
Huh. Since when did that become part of his backstory? I've never heard of that before.
Did you really think Rose Caliver's massive pancake demand could be handled by a single Mr. Roar? Mr. Roars, please tell my subordinate the truth.
I'm the Mr. Roar who works on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Rawr!
I'm the Mr. Roar for the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday shifts. Roar!
That signature catchphrase. Yeah, that's definitely Mr. Roar. Wait, no, that's not the point here. Lady Sigrid, why have you brought Mr. Roars out here?
For pancakes?
For pancakes.
Pancakes. Is that some kind of mission code name?
Ada dia mulai curiga.
Oh no, he's definitely suspicious. And why pancakes? Who would bring Mr. Roar into the hollow just for pancakes?
I can't believe I actually went along with this absurd disguise plan.
Absurd disguise plan.
I get it now, Lady Sigrid.
Huh?
The pancake ingredients were lost in the hollow, weren't they? That's why you rushed 2 Mr. Roars in to help search for them. I understand completely. Rose Califer needs pancakes just as much as Airspace Patrol needs you and Lady Linvern.
What is this guy even talking about? How did he get from pancakes to that?
Affirmative. That is correct.
No, that is definitely not what you meant. That pause was way too obvious.
Oh, I understand everything now. Lady Secret, please, wait a moment. I'll let you and the two Mr. Roars through right away.
I don't want to think about how any of this makes sense anymore. Rar!
Agreed. My head hurts too. I'm starting to think a second brain might be necessary. Rawr.
The route is ready. We may depart whenever you are prepared.
Aneh emang berdua nih. Si Sigrid. Pakai Sigrid kah sekarang? Boleh juga. Sigrid kan dia DPS ya, DPS biasa. Terus si MC DPS biasa. Si Remiel butuh 2 anomali.
All right.
Oh
From
iya,
here
dia-
on, there is no need to worry about being spotted
Dia
by
nggak
my
ikut ya Sigrid ya?
subordinates. There are no scheduled patrols in Rosewick today. What are you two doing?
Finally got this headpiece off. I was beginning to wonder how much longer I could last in there.
See? I told you. This costume is way too tight and stuffy. Getting stuck in it the other day was definitely not my fault.
Oh,
It's not very polite to stare, Miss Deputy Director. Or is there something on my face?
no,
Kenapa deh?
nothing like that. I merely thought you seemed somewhat more lively than I had expected. You are quite different from the Remiel described in the records of the first-generation Void Hunters.
Let me guess. In those records, we all come across as rather stern and proper, don't we? Well, I suppose that can't be helped. We were Void Hunters, after all. We had to look the part, especially the sort of Void Hunter people expected to see. The head of the Hoshimi family gets lost at the drop of a hat. Sunbringer is a bit socially awkward.
Iya sih, Hoshimi
And
terlalu
Joyce spends
dicok.
every other day
Semuanya
nursing a hangover.
dibikin serius.
You wouldn't expect any of that to make
Ngambil
it into the
melon aja
official
jadi serius.
records, would you?
Indeed.
But that was who they really were. Nothing like the people described in those records.
How about you, Remiel?
What about you, Remiel? What's the real you like?
The real me? Isn't she standing right in front of you already?
Oh,
Knew it. That's about what I expected.
Oh my, then we really are in sync. But let's save the gossip for later, shall we? Don't forget why we came here.
Yes. The central district of Rosewick is just ahead. The device we are looking for should be there.
Okay, let's keep moving.
oh beneran
Let us
dipakai,
pass
Cok.
through this tunnel first.
Interesting.
Rosewick should be just ahead.
DPS 3, Cok.
So
Masuk
this
DPS si
is
Remiel ya.
Rosewick.
What a spectacle.
Rosewick. I never imagined this place would end up like this.
You've been here before?
Yes. Back when there was still only one Sunbringer, over 100 years ago. That enormous building in the distance is called Meridian Hall. It was once a research facility personally overseen by Sunbringer. And the main focus of that research was to work with Joyous and the others to verify whether the Rosetta data computational model was
Joyous.
viable. But as for how this place ended up in the Hollow, that I don't know. Of course, the Research Institute back then didn't look like this. At the very least, it wasn't so twisted.
Setelah semua yang terjadi.
It should be fine. Many of the facilities inside Meridian Hall were made of porcelain, so they should be pretty ether resistant.
Ether
As
resistant
for
ya.
the spatial structure, we'll have to rely on the back door that Sunbringer left behind.
Backdoor.
You'll see when we get there.
Mr. Wise, did you ride along the tracks like this last time as well?
Sorry, Secret. The first ride can be rather difficult to adjust to.
What is that glowing over?
Basic tag ke tahap keempat tag special jika sedang dalam status serial patrol spear.
Looks like the nearby ethereals spotted us. They're starting to gather. Surprise attack!
Call me anytime you need my help.
Oh, bisa auto ini aja.
No need. This is barely even a warning.
Bisa auto parry kok.
Even the frost trembles. Leave nothing standing.
Dan
Shiver.
wah, apa sih? Au. Rada aneh sih pakai secret. Kayaknya nggak cocok pakai secret.
This object bears a strong resemblance to certain devices within the CCD.
Yes, both are Sunbringer's creations after all. I'm surprised this key hasn't been affected by the spatial distortions. It remains intact. Guess we're pretty lucky.
Ini apa, Remi?
It's the key to Meridian Hall, the back door that Sunbringer left.
Kunci Meridian Hall, pintu belakang ditinggal Sunbringer. I see.
This is a key, you say? But where is the door?
For that, I'm afraid you'll have to ask Sunbringer herself.
Ini nggak ada apa-apa ya?
Aside from Meridian Hall, most of the buildings here were residences and other facilities prepared for the researchers who worked here. In other words, even if they were swallowed by the Hollow, it wouldn't matter. There was nothing important inside them to begin with. But Meridian Hall is different. The prototype used to verify Rosetta data is stored inside. Sunbringer, she always believed these instruments might still serve a purpose someday. So she designed a dedicated emergency restoration system for the entirety of Meridian Hall. That's once activated, it will rapidly restore the space both inside and outside to the default state recorded when the device was configured, allowing people to enter and leave.
Jadi kita masih tunggu apa lagi?
Hold your horses there, my impatient friend. Let me finish first. There's actually two parts to this key, and we need both to enter.
Satu lagi.
Back then, Sunbringer gave each of us Void Hunters a copy of the key, just in case the unexpected happened.
Terus?
But, you know me. I thought it was quite troublesome, so, well, I simply hid both pieces of the key she gave me somewhere nearby. I mean, people hide spare keys under doormats or in flower pots all the time, right?
No. Jadi ini kulara kamu sendiri ya?
At least it worked out, right? If I had taken it with me back then, we'd be at a loss now. As for the other part of the key, if memory serves, I hid it somewhere rather high up, I think.
Maksudnya?
It was over 100 years ago. Surely it's natural for me to have forgotten.
Rasa mencurigakan.
You sure are sharp. But careful there, Detective Wise. Or someone may just turn you into a static background asset with all RGB values set to 255.
Ngomongin apa sih nih?
Let us cut the chatter. Since this part is still here, It stands to reason that the nearby spatial structure has not changed too drastically. Let us check the high ground nearby first. Perhaps we will find other clues.
Okay, but before that, let's put this part of the key into the device.
Ini kotak ya ntar ya. Jadi cube.
That was unbecoming of me.
Only half the key was inserted, so only about that much of it was restored.
This way. It seems there is a path leading higher up.
Right. Let's take a look.
With one strike. Break them.
Gila, nggak keisi-isi kok. Anomalinya ke keisi-isi, nggak bakalan bisa multi punya si Remi. Gue mencet R juga.
What was that sound? Enemies?
That's Sunbringer.
Bringer? But how?
It's not so unusual. Let's take a look around here.
I see it. The other... I should be able to unlock this path if I hack the robot.
Robot ya.
I did not realize you were capable of such things.
Lumayan.
I've dealt with all sorts of things on the island, but... anyway... This is...
Emang benar-benar butuh wise ya.
Problem solved. Let's keep moving. Seems we'll need to find another way around.
I seem to remember a very beautiful spot ahead.
Oke, mata pertama udah. Atau cuma ada satu mata doang, nggak tahu. Lumayan. Terus sini.
Time to spin.
Anjay. Gila pedangnya aja pedang ini, Cok. Cepet mat, anjir. Ambil alih drone. Lumayan ya. Ntar koin.
Good. We're almost at the target.
Masa terlalu cepat lah. Suara apa nah? Gampang banget. Ada box. Lumayan. 20 polychrome.
Is it
Ow.
just me? Or do the ethereal seem interested in the Meridian Hall key too?
Hold the line.
Perhaps that's just because it sparkles.
Right. Victory. Indomitable.
Oh gitu cara mainnya. Basic attack terus dia anjir.
Go and take the key. You've been
Masih
left here
ketek
all
4
this
kali
time.
tahan, masih ketek 4 kali tahan, X special, masih ketek 4 kali
Now,
tahan, X
I'll
special.
take you to fulfill your purpose.
The Rosetta data.
I know. A moment like this does call for celebration.
Remiel, that voice. Is that...
Yes, that's Belly.
Maksudnya?
All right, we have the key. Let's head back. Goodbye, my old friends.
Celebrate.
The echoes in the hollow. They really know how to ruin the night.
Are you okay?
Yes.
You sure you're okay?
It worked. The Meridian Hall has been fully restored.
Well, that went rather smoothly. Let's hope everything inside is fine as well.
GG juga.
The space here is still shifting. The entire building should have returned to its original state by now. Should it not?
Ada musuh jangan jadi dalam.
Perhaps there's a delay. The device is over 100 years old after all. A little instability is to be expected, I suppose. It seems the environmental changes won't affect our exploration much.
Let us keep moving forward.
Why are there ethereals here as well? If you aren't paying rent, I'm afraid I must ask you to move out.
This space was hidden. No wonder so many ethereals gathered here.
Is this the last one? I was expecting something a little tougher.
Break them! Frost and lightning! Break through!
Pertanyaan bisa di stack sampai 3 ya?
Victory! Even the force!
Nggak bisa.
Shiver!
There it is, the device we're after. Let's go, Wise. What comes next? Only you can do.
Emang apaan?
So this is the prototype they used to verify Rosetta data.
The equipment was not damaged
Yang
in
datang
that fight, was
selanjutnya.
it?
It looks intact on the outside. It's a prototype, but the modules aren't that different from modern systems. I think it should be fine.
Kemenangan ada di momen ini, anjay.
This is it. Prototype, boot up!
Let's see the prototype.
Seeing these screens light up again after all this time feels strange. Well, can you work with it? Anything unclear?
Ternyata mudah.
No issue so far. If anything, It's been suspiciously smooth. This system feels remarkably similar to the HDD. Next, I'll connect to
Mirip banget sih.
He'll
Kayak
act as a
di
relay
rumah.
node and mask our Rosetta data request as normal traffic.
Layarnya banyak banget.
To minimize exposure, we'll only pull essential data from the CCD and handle the rest locally. I only managed to install the essential modules on Profit Boo, and with most of the bandwidth reserved for Rosetta data transmission, the connection may be a little rough.
Grip.
Oh, that's Griff. Looks like it worked. Need anything from us, Wise?
No thanks.
Thanks, but not right now. I've got this.
I got this.
Understood. We will keep watch for any ethereals and keep the area secure.
Link bandwidth stable. Traffic disguise deployed. Target side response seems normal. Starting designated path prediction calculations.
As expected of a holo specialist, the aura is completely different. Watching him, it truly occurred to me that Rosetta data was born here.
Yes, exactly.
Link bandwidth stable. Verification unit synchronization complete. Professor, can you hear me? We can begin with data extraction. Everyone, I believe... I must now inform you of a major situation. What?
Sunbringer itu ya.
Theoretical verification of Rosetta data is complete. It was a resounding success.
Oh, is that how one delivers good news? You nearly gave me a heart attack.
I believe this is due to Miss Sunbringer practicing the
Itu milih.
composure
Oh itu
training I
Hoshimi,
recommended.
Cok.
How many more people do you
Tapi
intend to
bukan
torment
ini,
with your family's
Miyabi.
strange tradition?
So loud. That's quite the commotion.
Sunbringer. Siapa
I
itu?
take it the experiment
Sunbringer
was a
lagi maksudnya.
success.
Maksudnya
Yes, very much so. It would have been even more successful if
Quite
the
hunter.
core technology provider had simply stayed asleep.
Even a little nap earns me that much grief. I was merely showing full confidence in my colleagues' professional competence. Besides, today's success is only the first step toward taking back the world.
All right, all right. At a time like this, why not be honest and express a little joy? Even if the Rosetta data is only the beginning, it is still the beginning of a miracle. Let us celebrate properly, shall we? And Professor Arke, don't even think about skipping it.
Then, let's throw a party, like the one Mayflower treated us to last time.
Don't tell me you're planning to drink until the next morning again.
The professor will throw him out, just like last time.
Then let us hold a ball with soft drinks only.
Hey, you people.
Back then, we thought taking back the world was only a matter of time. As long as our companions were by our side, there was nothing we couldn't do. We could even go anywhere. In the end, none of us reached the promised destination.
anjir, melihat masa lalu terus, Cok.
That should take care of it.
Mr. Wise, how did it go?
Everything went smoothly. Now all that's left is to use this data to... Remiel, is something wrong? Are you alright?
No, I'm all right. I simply, wanted a little more time to look around. This place brings back memories of some old friends.
You sure you're okay?
Are you sure you're okay, Remiel?
I'm perfectly fine, really. Now that the calculations are done, let's head back. If we stay much longer, we'll miss tonight's banquet.
Di tempat tinggalnya si Bel gimana itu ya keadaannya? Ntar mungkin diceritain kali ya.
This should be everything. Here, Secret. You got my instructions earlier, right?
Yes, Mr. Wise. I simply need to place these devices at your designated locations, correct?
Yeah. Once the imposter appears, I'll activate the devices and create a small singularity leakage at the venue.
Meanwhile, I'll use Thaumiel's power to immobilize both it and everyone at the venue. Then, before it has time to react, I'll drag it through the leakage and into the hollow. Finally, we subdue it and rescue Dracaena.
Very well. Understood. I will do everything in my power to help you enter the venue unnoticed. However, if the worst case scenario occurs,
Worst case.
if, in the end, our conclusions are proven wrong, and this was all fabricated by Mr. Wise,
Then the banquet will become the place where you arrest both the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Aldreda and the fugitive who attempted to assassinate Dracaena. I imagine Wise would have no objections to that, would you?
No, I promise.
then may none of us betray the trust we have placed in each other. There is a balcony outside the banquet hall.
Oh, udah
The
balik.
door to that balcony will be locked today, so you two can stay there until the banquet begins.
Oke.
When the music begins, that signals the start of the banquet. The guests will share the first dance. Once that happens, you can head directly above the hall and prepare to act.
Got it.
Ayo. Di sini si Remel benar nggak kepake, Cok. Soalnya dia nggak bisa kerja tanpa dua anomali. Sumpah benar-benar nggak ada damage. Sama sih si ini juga. Si Sigrid damage-nya juga kecil kalau nggak ada support. Semuanya sih, semua karakter. Gua aja nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain tanpa stunner.
Next, I will head in and set up the device. There are surveillance cameras above the hall. Wise, you can connect to them from your end and confirm the situation.
Alright.
All right then. Please stay here and keep yourselves hidden. I will take my leave now.
Let's use the camera to check on Sigrid. I'm in. Oh no, a soldier's coming this way. What's going on?
Ngapain dia?
Can you two hear me fine? All devices are in position. Mr. Wise, you have the exact locations in sight, yes?
Yes, I see them. But what happened just now?
Ah, you mean the soldier who came to speak to me? He asked me what was inside, and I said, this was specially prepared for Lady Dracaena. He then said, oh, I see. A heart-to-heart over dessert. On the floor, no doubt. I can hardly wait. And left.
Can't believe I've grown used to the strange things that happen around her.
The welcome banquet is about to begin, so I must take my leave now. I wish you two luck.
Sama-sama blow on aja.
Oh, it's starting. Come on. We should make our way up too.
All right, I'll take the side fire escape.
Why go through all that trouble?
Whoa, wait!
What?
Now let us follow the music and dance with our partners. May we all have a wonderful evening.
Everyone down there is dancing. Once the music ends, Greta Blulu will show up. Okay, I'm ready.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Remiel, stay down. What if someone sees you?
Why would they? On such a beautiful night with lovely music, surely everyone's eyes are on their dance partner. And
Kenapa lo?
you were so calm a moment ago. Why so nervous now, Mr.
Jangan-jangan dia dansa lagi.
No matter how we frame it, what we're about to do could be considered an assassination.
To the unsuspecting crowd
Oh,
below,
camera-
we must
camera
look like
angle,
a pair of
please.
unforgivable criminals. Relax. I've witnessed spectacles far grander than this. Oh, right. The music won't end for a while yet. So, to settle those
Beneran diajak
nerves,
dansa lagi.
shall we share a dance of our own?
Huh? Dancing? Right here, right now? Is this really the time for that?
You're already my partner in crime. It's a little late to worry about propriety.
For the record, I've never really danced before. If I step on your foot, please don't blame me.
Setuju sih, Wise. Cutscene ya? Pasti. Oh, mereka tadi lagi jongkok. Nggak kelihatan jongkok sama sekali ini. Anjay. Mantap.
You know,
Beautiful
Wise,
moment.
I've actually been keeping something from you. And you're definitely gonna be mad once you know the truth.
Apa tuh?
But what can you do when your partner turns out to be a liar?
Everyone stay right where you are. After you, Lady Christina.
Bikin tidur semua.
Remi?
Sama si Wise juga.
Wise. As this dance draws to a close, it's time for us to say goodbye. Wise, you almost made me forget that
Dia
I'm
mau
no longer the one
korbanin diri apa gimana?
I almost forgot
Soalnya dia bener-bener cerita
that
bulu
I
itu
was
kan.
meant to fly into the abyss alone. There's still a place for you to go back to. So from here on, let me handle this on my own.
If you're that eager to die, then so be it!
Wise bisa gerak pas datang deh.
You're forcing the Enchainer transformation. Then bring it on.
Remiel! I won't let you shoulder this burden alone.
Bener kan? Kita ketahuan banget plot twistnya. Gue udah kayak orang yang tahu story-nya, tapi sumpah gue belum pernah ngeliat. Keseringan main game aja, seringan dengan story yang kayak begini.
Remiel, if you ever freeze me with those feathers again, I'm plucking you like a chicken.
Wise, why are you here? Didn't I?
You're the one who said we were partners in crime. Who leaves their partner behind like that?
Sorry.
Save your sorry for later.
You can apologize after this is over. What just happened? And what's that huge ether glow over there?
Itulah kita bulu-bulu. Kita bulu-bulu.
Since we ruined its plans, it's trying to absorb nearby ether to make up for the energy deficit and force its fusion with the Karma Core. And completely devour Dracena. I can't be certain how much longer she can hold on.
Apa ada cara untuk?
Is there any way to stop it?
Do you see those new ether growths nearby? Gertablulu created them. They're basically doing the equivalent of a blood transfusion, gathering ether from the air and feeding it into the rapidly growing cocoon.
Oh, jadi hancurin aja ya.
If we cut off those growths, we can stop the cocoon from growing any further.
Okay.
Are there any main arteries among those blood vessels?
Sharp as ever. Good. I found 2 in total. Sever them both, and the energy supply across this entire area will fail. Then, now that player 2 has joined the game, let's get ready to clear the stage at double speed.
Sure.
The space here is unstable. Watch your step.
Sama Pyrois mah santai aja.
Wait for me at the end.
Wise, the cocoon's doing something. Watch out!
The cocoon is setting up
Waduh.
blasts at intervals.
Mode kayak gini ya, ingat banget gue.
When they explode, get to the nearest
Hancur
cover
langsung.
immediately.
That's it. That's the first artery.
Terus gimana tuh?
The frequency of the blasts is increasing.
Oke, gue bisa lihat.
I need to find a
This may get a little rough. Be careful.
Didorong. Easy sih misi pakai
level is still
Pyrois.
climbing.
Don't panic. Whatever happens, stay clear of the blast.
Understood.
The target growth is just ahead.
Ya, hilang. Itu mirip kayak apa ya eksekusinya?
This route looks safer. Go this way.
Oke.
Remi, how's the cocoon looking?
Seems to be even more active than before.
Blasts have grown stronger again.
Wise,
Jadi tambah
take the
cepat ya.
tracks to the next target.
Itu nggak PC gue bisa handle ini. Grafiknya bagus banget sumpah.
I'll think of something.
Using the rail car as cover. I'm impressed. We're approaching the second target.
Kenapa lu? Oh,
Destroy it, and the cocoon's growth should stop completely.
bang. Ya. Nice. Masih bisa meledak. Jadi tambah cepet ya. Kali kena hilang aja langsung Pyrois. Gila, bener-bener hilang coba katanya mati.
This way. We're nearly there.
The closer I get to the cocoon, the stronger its reaction becomes.
That only proves you've got it cornered. Move in during the gap between explosions. Wise, ready to punch right through it.
Ready.
Match my rhythm. Now.
Mantap. Dibelah dok.
Don't let your guard down. It's not over.
Itu buat cuma buat bikin dia nggak terlalu kuat kan. Mantap.
Together.
Boss fight. Nah, ini dia yang gue tunggu. Boss fight di sini kita nggak terlalu banyak. Ada Remi ya?
I had no idea ethereals could be so talkative. Then let those be your final words in this world. Please step back. It devoured half of itself just to keep fighting. Is this how a beast born from the hollow thinks?
Sight. Let's put it out of its misery.
Let's stir up some trouble.
Attack.
Pyrois. Scorching sun.
Ini nggak M2 ya, kurang ajar.
Ready to dance with me? A single moment can become eternity.
Mantap.
Let me play the final note of your rotate. Hear the howling wind.
Au. Kelar ya, mati ya.
Hang in there.
Mampus, seru banget cok. Pyro setara standing, setara Void Hunter bagaimana guys? Kecepatannya sama cok.
Wise, you should take a breather. Now then, it's finally time to get serious.
I'm counting on you, Remi.
Remi,
Anjay, terbang pakai
capture
Remi.
it alive and save Dracena from inside the core.
It's been a long time since I fought in the skies, but this is mine. What else do you have? Gird up, Lulu!
Gak bisa tabrakan kan?
Charging up. Get ready for a ranged attack.
Oh? You wish to test your firepower against mine? Vanishing on you, are you? Hoping to catch me off guard?
Mantap, mantap, mantap.
Can't you face me head on?
Tembak lagi.
Unfortunately for you, I don't leave.
Belum. Tadi dibekuin itu.
Bringing down the pillars to block my path again. Out of
Menyerang
my
aja
way.
waktu kayak gitu.
Can attack this weed. It won't be long now.
Ada lagunya.
Good.
Anjir, hampir gak ketepis.
After 100 years of sleep, my body has grown like a
Anjir, gua tangan kanan gue lagi ngapain?
Forget it. Someone like you is hardly worth the effort.
Mantap. Lawan lagi. Di finishing move. Checkmate.
Dracena is inside its core.
I'll handle this.
Ngapain dia? Oh, itu dia. Keren kali, bah.
Fading quickly.
Cepet banget,
I'll
cok.
stabilize her ether activity.
Keren, keren. Keluar lagi kita belum. Capek ini banget. Udah ngambil Beta Blue terus kabur.
Just devoured Gerta Blue when left. Why? Remi, are you okay?
I'm fine. Forget chasing that big one. Saving Dracena is what matters now. We still need to see this little act through to the end, don't we?
Suspect's location confirmed. All units, combat readiness level 1.
Kenapa mereka datang kayak gitu?
S-rank wanted criminal Remi L. Dan. You would do well not to resist in vain.
Linfern? Why is she here? Isn't she supposed to be in Virium? I don't understand the situation yet, but I need to explain this to her.
You there, unfamiliar face. I do not know your identity, but if you have nothing to do with this, do not act rashly. Our first priority is to ensure Lady Dracena's safety and arrest the criminal who attempted to take her life. If you understand your position, remain silent and do not interfere with our official duties.
Secret. Is she signaling me not to interfere? Why would she do that? What happened while I was out?
Remiel, hand over Dracena beside you. Do not try anything foolish.
You mean this little one? I was beginning to tire of her anyway. Take her back. She's still breathing. Whether she survives is up to you.
Remiel, why does it feel like you expected this? What exactly are you trying to pull?
I thought this little one's disappearance would throw you all into chaos. I didn't expect you to catch up so quickly. How dull. Time to bring this game to a close.
Jangan dia mau nyelamatin yang
Remiel Dan.
remaja juga
I
waktu itu
never
ya.
imagined a legendary figure like her could still be alive. But why? Why would she be the one to attempt to assassinate Lady Sunbreak?
If Lady Linvern had not rushed back from Virium in time, who knows what would have?
Lady Linvern went out of her way to bring us here, so that we might witness the legendary Void Hunter's arrest alongside the soldiers. Quite a sight. However, as a TOPS member, I am far more concerned with the truth behind another assault.
Mr. Owen, I know what you mean, but I believe the answer lies with the very same person. Answer me, Remiel. Was it you who abducted Dracena at the welcome banquet and left her gravely injured?
Yes.
Naturally.
Were you also the one who infiltrated the computing center and attempted to murder Truvia, High Ambitions Corp's lead researcher?
Yes,
Yes.
that was me.
What? You? Why?
Oh, wait. That's not what happened. The one who hurt Truvia was... Right. Without seeing it firsthand, no one would believe Lady Dracena was nearly devoured and assimilated by Gerta Blulu. Remiel, don't tell me this was all for...
I did not expect you to admit it so readily. You understand what your actions mean, do you not?
Of all times, now is when I've reached my limit. What a pain. It's not over yet.
Remiel, do not attempt to resist.
No, I won't resist. I'll simply vanish right before your eyes in an instant.
Sorry, but I'm done being a spectator. This performance of yours, you wouldn't mind one more joining in, would you?
You want to share the stage with someone like me?
Let's finish this act together.
What are you trying to do?
Rescuing my partner in crime. Until we meet again.
Lady Linford, send someone after them quickly!
Anjay, bisa buka portal si Pyroes. Ngapa lo semua? Ya, mereka nggak bisa ngeliat berita dulu. Udah telat juga mereka ya. Ya nggak ada alasan lagi buat si Remiel bisa jelasin.
No, look away.
It's okay now. Remiel.
Please don't. Don't look at me.
Okay, I promise. I won't look.
Thank you.
So, why didn't you tell me sooner about your plan with Sigrid and Lady
Because you and I are different. You still have somewhere to return to. But I do not. The era I knew, the people I loved, those memories, they're all long gone. So, I can't drag you into this.
You really are impossibly headstrong, Remiel. You're the one who called me your partner in crime. You're the one who held me together on that rainy night. And now you're leaving me behind? Did you forget you're over 100 years old already? How long are you going to keep acting like a cranky child?
Saya lu.
I get it. Sometimes, someone has to step up and do what must be done. What happened to Tresina and to Truvia? Someone has to answer for all of it. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden all alone. Didn't you call me your partner in crime? Then act like it. Doing bad things together, running away together, getting ourselves wanted together. That's what partners do. What kind of partner takes all the heat alone? What kind of friend does that?
You really are getting more silver-tongued by the day, Wise.
I'm not trying to sweet-talk you. Can't you tell I'm really mad right now?
I can hear it, Wise. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that, my dear partner in crime.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I think I'll return to my refuge and rest for a while. The signs of the Enchainer transformation seem stable for now. There shouldn't be any major issues. As for what comes next, I'll leave that to Linvern in secret. I'm a little tired.
Then I'm going with you.
There's no need for that. I can walk on my own now. I know what you're thinking. I can't let Remiel out of my sight again, or who knows what outrageous thing she'll do on her own, right? I promise, this time I won't go anywhere. Really, I only want to rest by myself for a while. Once I've recovered a little more, I'll come see you again. I promise.
Kelihatannya dia nggak bisa nempatin janji lagi deh.
Oh, Wise, over here. Have some bacon.
Catch up.
Di rumah nggak masalah,
manager.
nggak ada masalah apa
I've
ya
got
berarti.
motor oil on the table too, if that's more your thing.
Would you like an egg, Wise?
Apa cuma aku tahu?
Is it just me, or are you guys being overly friendly today?
How can you say that? It's only been a day, and you're already skin and bones.
Manager, breakfast is a sacred tradition at Amber Hall, and everyone's got to have their fill. Besides, when Valina and Norma stopped by last night, they were just as...
Seriously, that was way too close. I was so worried. Whew, thank goodness everything worked out.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, thankfully.
You're still worried about Truvia, aren't you? I think she's still in intensive care.
Oh, masih hidup ternyata.
Come in.
Please excuse the intrusion.
Ada polisi datang, Cok.
Sorry for dropping by unannounced.
Lady Sunbringer!
Oh, please. Linvern is fine. I can never get used to being lady this and lady that. Do I really look that old? Whoa,
Yes.
now that's a breakfast spread I'll have to try myself sometime. But first, let's get down to business.
Naga
Forgive
dia.
the early visit, but
Bener
we
mata
bring good
naga
news.
sama tanduk.
Miss Truvia has
Biasanya
been
naga ya punya.
stabilized. She is still unconscious, but no longer in critical condition.
Bagus. Truvia masih hidup.
Really? That's a relief. I'm glad to hear that.
And allow me to formally thank you on behalf of Rose Califer. It's because of your efforts that we get to have peaceful mornings like this one.
I just do what I can do.
I can't take all the credit. I
I
only
just
did
did
what I had to.
what I
And
had
I
to.
owe all of you, too. Sorry for not thinking about what would happen after everything.
Wise, I owe you an apology. Remiel and I kept our plan from you, but it was not because we
Oh,
doubted you.
mereka punya
Rather-
rencana sendiri. I know.
I know. You were just worried about me and didn't want anything bad to happen. But there's something I need to ask. Now that Remiel's cooperating with you, what's going to happen to her?
Actually, we'll be taking her to Virium soon. Oh, relax. Not as a criminal, but as a friend who needs our protection. As for her ongoing enchainer transformation, we can treat it with Porceloy. In return, she'll help us stabilize Dracina's condition with her unique ability.
Good.
How is Lady Dracina doing now?
Why does this all sound so serious?
Her condition isn't great, but Flint Workshop is keeping things under control for now.
Flint Workshop siapa,
Oh,
Cok?
right. Remiel knew we were coming, so she asked me to pass along a message. She's already waiting for you at the usual spot.
Usual spot, never. Really?
Really? Then I'll go meet her right now.
Hey Weiss, aren't you going to see Remiel? Why are you going upstairs?
Cecilia, curiosity isn't always a virtue, you know.
Diomelin karena sama Sunbringer. Ya, di kamar dia pasti. Selesai.
Is she really all right?
Anjay, kebuka sendiri tuh, dibukain sama Remiel.
Rawr. Good morning. Rawr.
Ada aja. You recover?
Remiel, you've recovered already?
Oh, were you hoping I'd act a little more in distress so you'd have a chance to take care of me?
Sure.
I could play along with that. Shall we start over then?
No.
It's fine. There's no point when I already know. So, did you come to say goodbye?
I guess you can say so. Though it's only for the time being. Linvern and the others probably mentioned it already. I'll be recovering in Virium, and while I'm there, I'll help stabilize Dracina's condition.
Lady Dracina, what exactly is happening to her?
She will likely remain unconscious for a long while. After all, having a karma core taken from you is no trivial matter. I misjudged the situation. At the time, I thought the karma core was still inside her. So when Bashmu suddenly appeared, I paid it little mind. But the truth was, while we managed to rescue Dracina, the karma core remained inside Gertablulu and was devoured by Bashmu.
Waduh, pantes dia cuma ngincer tabur.
That can't be good. Does that mean Bashmu becomes the enchainer instead of Gertablulu?
Yes, it seems far more intelligent than Gertablulu. But of course, the culprit behind all this may have planned it that way from the beginning. Clearly, Gertablulu couldn't have done it. So, who lured it to Buastrum with the singularity leakage?
The real culprit is still hiding somewhere in Rose
Aduh,
Califer.
ternyata ada
Correct.
orang
Though, I
kayak
don't
yang
think
kayak
we need to worry too much at the
ininya
moment.
ya, teman lamanya
Dracina
si
likely
Wise.
only possessed 1/3 of the karma core, which means the other two parts are still inside Eldrada and Linvern.
Oh, oke. Sebenarnya ada apa dengan Lady Sunbringer?
Right. I wanted to ask. You said karma cores are sealed in Void Hunter weapons. But why is Lady Sunbringer split into 3 and stored in 3 different bodies? What's really going on with her?
Yes, Void Hunter weapons. Perhaps that's what the Sunbringers truly are.
What?
Oh, come to think of it, I don't think I've told you yet. The truth behind the so-called attempted assassination of Lady Sunbringer.
Iya, lu gak pernah cerita.
The truth is, I really did come to Rose Califer in search of Sunbringer. Not the three who stand here today, but the one I once knew. And then I saw Aldrada. Do you know that strange feeling? How someone can look so much like her yet not be her. Somehow, after reclaiming Thaumiel, the remnant inside it resonated with the Karma Core fragment in me, and suddenly I was able to sense the Karma Cores within the Sunbringers. Which is very strange. Sunbringer didn't fuse with the Karma Core and become an enchainer. Rather, the Karma Core was divided into 3 parts and stored within the 3 Sunbringers, which is just like Void Hunter weapons.
Senjata Void Hunter. Jadi 3 orang itu cuma Void Hunter weapon ya?
The 3 Lady Sunbringers we've met are actually living Void Hunter weapons?
Weird.
No, that doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Well, it's only a working theory. There are still plenty of gaps in it, but it does already answer a lot of questions. The most important question I have is, where is the Sunbringer I knew? I don't believe she would die so easily, yet somehow she just vanished from everyone's memories one day, and then she became the 3 Sunbringers we know. So until I find my answer, I suspect I'll be staying in Rose Califer for quite some time.
Good.
Still, some proper rest is greatly appreciated, at least for the next few days.
Nah, udah. Lapar.
There should still be breakfast downstairs. Wait here for a sec. I'll go bring some up for you.
Datang itu
How
mesin
many
sampah.
times have I told you before? You really need to stop sneaking up on people like a ghost. You and that emotionless girl. Do you really have to show up every time someone's having a pleasant moment? I agreed to join this little covenant of yours, but I did not agree to being stalked all day and harassed whenever you
Nama
feel
juga
like it.
yokai ya, namanya hantu sih dia.
Do you truly believe the Sunbringers are Void Hunter weapons?
Of course not.
Then why
Berarti bukan.
something you know isn't true?
What's the matter? I merely told a small lie. Hardly the first time. Why? Are you getting nervous?
Don't answer my question with another question, Remi.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll explain. It's simple. Because sooner or later, he's going to uncover the truth behind the Sunbringers, whether I tell him or not. But now is not the time to reveal the answer yet. For his sake, for the 3 Sunbringers, and for Rose Califer.
So you don't think the 3 of them know who they truly are, either?
Perhaps. I can't say for certain myself. But you know the truth, and so do I. There's only ever been one question of real importance to us. The Sunbringer I once knew. And the Sunbringer you've been searching for. Where is she?
Janggal.
How pitiful. What do they call that monster again? Right, Berpetualang. To think it wounded you this badly. Its will to survive is truly frightening. It also got a lot smarter ever since it made contact with the Karma Core. Came embarrassingly close to actually pulling it off. How impressive.
Namanya siapa
But do
lupa
not
gue
worry.
nih.
Our old classmate still handled everything. Come to think of it, I always did enjoy doing the unexpected. But you are terrible at adapting on the fly. That is why you keep losing to them. Again and again and again. Why not? Simply admit that you are worthless. Just kidding. You would never accept this outcome, would you? That's enough for an infirmary visit. I have something I must do. And I look forward to your performance in the next act.
Rufia masih belum dikasih tahu gimana kemampuan dia ya. Kelar, hore, we did it. Oke, buat apa itu ya? Buat nguli di sana katanya bisa kita ke tempat tadi. Oke, taruh bintang. Please clap. Nah, kelar gitu doang sih. 6 hari. Sekarang ini gue ada berapa? 331 sama ada 5. Misalnya mau ada 5 berarti harus ada 900 7,5 ya. 1 belum bisa. Ini 2 8 men, kurang lagi. B sampah ya, besok lah baru bisa 20 harusnya. Gue ini dulu lah, kita lihat bisa gacha nggak hari ini, karena gue nggak mau gituin ini lagi ya kalau mulai. Ntar aja nambah 80 jadi 200 pas. Gue sisain 20 buat besok baterainya. Dapat 20. Enggak deh, ini kurang ajar. Harus diambil tiap hari nih. Lumayan cok Dennis terus. Atau nggak poli. Enya aja. Hah? Kok sekarang bisa? Oh yang jaga. Ini aja lah anjir, ngapain? Yisuan jagain toko gua. Oh no cok. 60 target bisa, terus tuker pas 71 harusnya nambah 2 level. Wow, amazing. Wah lumayan, 160 nambah lagi 30. Nggak bisa, itu 1 doang. (101) butuh 60 lagi ya. Dapat itu 1, kita gacha. Dapat kah? Rank A. B. Men, bisa sih gua gacha langsung 10 ya. Gua gacha 1 dari 10. Tapi no, I don't think so. Ini masih, wah udah selesai semua ya. Masih ada berapa ini? 360. Bisa digituin nanti 900. Masih ada seminggu lagi lah, belum bisa gue selesaiin. Terus hampir salah N. Dapat 3 baterai ya. Bisa dapat poli dari mana aja 60. Butuh ini sih. Ini udah nggak bisa. Nggak ada. Ekstrim. HD-nya apa? Dikasih mahkota sama kartu nama. Ya pokoknya nggak dapat poli lah dari lo. Nggak terlalu berguna. Udah semua. Ini tadi. Ya Holo Zero sih. Holo Zero cuma dapat 60 per minggu. Ya nggak bisa cepet-cepet gua ini juga sih. Oke sih bisa hari ini gua gacha. Apa tuh? Dapat 80 langsung, cok. Lumayan. Dapat lagi. 4 lagi ya. Oke, nice. Ini cuma naikin level. Dah, gacha dah. Silakan F4. Nice, kita langsung gacha. Ayo, please dapat langsung. Sopiti 30 gacha. Ya, tidak semudah itu sih, tidak semudah itu. Rank hanya 1 lagi. Dapat 1 kali gacha sih langsung. Rank-nya yang bagus. Semua ada M6 sih. NB nggak bakalan gue pakai, sumpah nggak bakalan gue pakai sampai kapanpun, cok. S-ranknya boleh. Nggak segitunya sih. Gue nggak mau pakainya. Tapi susah makanya. Gue nggak mau pakai aja. Ya apa? Oh, buat bengbu. Sampah. Lumayan nih. Oh, terbatas ya. Lumayan sih buat itu keren. Ini juga. Ini boleh nih. Buat tuker ini berapa sih harganya? 90 kali 5. Berarti 300 ya. Ya kan? Enggak deh, 9 kali 5 harusnya ini ya 450. 1 451 berarti 900 satunya. 2 ini 900. Sama gue butuh fisikal ya, mana fisikalnya? Win bite Lumiflux boleh. Udah nggak ada sih, udah. Oke lah, itu aja ya. Gila, story-nya masih menggantung banget sih. Kenapa bisa begitu? Pokoknya nanti story-nya bakal dilanjutin lah.
Come back next time, you hear?